Welcome, everyone, to the 49th anniversary of London Bridge Days. You know, the London Bridge was officially dedicated way back in October of 1971. Now, that was the dedication itself. The bridge was bought by Robert P. McCulloch back in 1968. The London Bridge Days Corporation, with funding from Lake Havasu City, local businesses, and the London Bridge Rotary Club, makes this parade possible. And by the way, we ourselves here at Havasu Online TV, we make this presentation possible through Jersey's Grill on Main Street, right here in Lake Havasu, and that's where we are right now, broadcasting from this wonderful restaurant. And you're also brought to you by Pitzer's 1 Hour Air and Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. And we're so proud that they are with us on this and making this happen as well. Parade will be starting itself in just a few moments. This year, the parade will feature over 80 entries from all over Mohave County, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and Yuma. Thanks to our parade marshal, London Bridge Rotary Club, and the announcers. So we're really glad to be here. I'm Roger Galloway. I'm very happy to be part of this again this year, as I was last year, and it's always a lot of fun. We've got a great morning here, by the way. I'm not sure what the temperature is right now, but it's warm. That's for certain. It's about 70. It seems warmer, actually, because the sun is kind of bearing right down on us here, as a matter of fact. But it's a gorgeous day. I mean, it really is. Just perfect, cloudless sky, beautiful blue sky, and a lot of people here gathered already. Parade starts at the top of Main Street, which, for those of you who are familiar with Lake Havasu, that's around Tacoma, and it goes down McCulloch Boulevard to Riviera. So all along that route, which is, again, the area known as Main Street, there are many, many businesses, and there are people gathered, most of them in chairs, some sitting literally on the sidewalks, all along the route, waiting for the parade to take place. It's going to be a fun one this year. And as it is always here, each year, by the way, and I'm always glad to be very much a part of it. And we have right now a Mickey Mouse character and Donald Duck character going by, which is kind of cute, waving at everyone. Hello, Mickey. Mickey, always a good sport, good guy. He's miniless right now, but. Oh, no, we can't see that happen. Oh, my gosh. I thought it was the real Mickey Mouse. Now the illusion. Okay, Mickey. And Donald's here, too. He's not exactly all he's quacked up to be, by the way, but he is here with us as well, along with a lot of little kids, all waving, having fun. And this is Daisy. This is Daisy McDuck or Daisy Duck, one or the other. I have to go back to my comic book days. And we have vendors here going by selling all kinds of wares as well. That's a little bit of everything over there. Lots of kids, as it should be. Parades are for kids. And they're here to enjoy what's going to be taking place, some of them absolutely for the first time. This is also the place where in just a few nights they're going to be having Fright Night on Main Street. Thousands dress up in costumes and go up and down the street, dressed all up for Halloween. It's a great night, a lot of fun. I participated in it a few times myself, and it's a kick. I can see the first part of the parade is getting ready to come right down the street, so we're actually going to be starting with elements from the parade in just a moment. We have a number of people have already joined us here online. I know Karen Smith was one of the people that we came on early on board. And then also Mike Copper, he says hello. Joanne DeWitt says hello as well. Christopher Rondo is online with us, and Joanne DeWitt as well. So we're really glad to have you on board. We want to say hello to people all over the world, as a matter of fact. We have a lot of people coming in here and watching what we're doing with this parade from everywhere. To Alton, Oregon, for example, or Charleston, West Virginia, or Des Moines, Iowa. So it's really nice to have them on board as well. So hello, Alice. Hello, Mary Jo. Hello, Betty Kay, et cetera, et cetera. So
Sounds like they're just starting to announce the judges.
Hmm.
Mary Ellen says hi. Brenda, hello also.
Right.
Amber says hello.
Oh, and I guess Brenda must not be in Havasu right now. Brenda says, have fun, Havasu. So indeed we are, and we will. And things are going to be kicking off in front of us here in just a moment, literally. The parade is extremely well organized. A guy by the name of Jim Day is pretty much the parade coordinator, and he has been doing that for many years. So it kind of, comes off like clockwork. We have some of the same elements that participate every year. There are always a few new entries, but at the same time, some have been here for years performing.
Brenda says she is home. She's watching from home.
Watching from home. Okay, that's Drake. Okay, Drake. All right, this is the Havasu Side-by-Side Trail Association. The club members are supporting the community in the London Bridge Days Parade. The club, by the way, the Side Trail Association, the largest one in the U.S. So there are plenty of vehicles here, off-road vehicles, making their presence known. Look at that. Those are sharp. By the way, those can be expensive. Those Polaris ones especially. They're really neat, though. A lot of fun, and they're put to good use around here with our wonderful year-round climate of sunny weather, nice weather, sometimes extraordinarily hot, but usually pretty warm and nice. Again, the Havasu Side-by-Side Trail Association, and there are a lot of vehicles. I'd say at least 30 or more, maybe 40. Lucia. Hello, Lucia. Or is it Lucia? I'm not sure. Okay, she says, hi, everyone. Watching from here in Havasu. We have such a great city. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Lake Havasu, this time of year, we get what we call snowbirds. They are part-time residents. They contribute enormously to the economy of Lake Havasu. And they bring so much here. Besides helping all the local businesses and everything, they bring a very special style of driving.
Yeah, I definitely say if you look at the line of these side-by-sides, we don't really have snowbirds as we're starting to get sunbirds because they come down here and they play almost as hard as the summer crowd.
Boy, that's true. You're right. But look at man, there are a lot of vehicles. Imagine these all going out and meeting up in the desert somewhere on a weekend.
Well, and I know we've been having everyone see the side angle view, but we're going to pan up the road and take a look at how many are all the way up there, all the way up to Aquario.
Wow, yeah.
Of all these great side-by-sides.
Yeah.
And they're a fun group to hang out with.
Aquario, by the way, is the next street up that traffic can go through. And, oh, man, these vehicles look like they're way ahead of the other parts of the parade, though. Certainly looks like that. See, Beverly Leiden is watching right now, we notice.
Yep. Barnes Best Sandwiches has chimed in. They're watching.
Okay. Holly says hello to Drake.
Hi, Holly. She always tracks me down.
And Brenda just watching from home. Okay.
Now, and as they go by, a huge shout out to Holly's daughter, Dakota, who's putting on a furry fun fair next week, I believe, at the Humane Society to help with the funds to help the building complete. So please look into that.
Now, that's a long, hard, lengthy endeavor for the Humane Society is to get that new building up and running, and they need, obviously, enormous amount of funds to complete that. and they're not there yet. So they're
No,
always.
but that's the great thing about Havasu. Havasu always takes care of Havasu,
Yeah.
even from the older citizens to the kids. They're all chiming in to help out, everyone, and that's one of the reasons I love this town so much.
Yeah, you've been here for quite a while, Drake.
Been here since '86.
Wow, long time.
I was here before Kmart.
You're close to being a pioneer. I've only been here since 2004, so.
Oh, we've been corrected. Joe Tobin's taken over the parade coordinator from Jim Day.
Oh, he has. Thank you. I do remember that now. Joe Tobin is the parade coordinator. I think Jim is still involved. I could be wrong about that part. Thank you for letting me remember that. Joe Tobin is the parade coordinator. Thank you. Okay. Now coming up very close to us next will be the Marine Corps Color Guard Auxiliary Detachment 757. That's a great group, very meaningful to this community. Very much for Vietnam patriots, remembering the Vietnam War, remembering World War II, and all the veterans that have contributed to battles like in Desert Storm, etc. This is a very veteran-minded community all the way around. Want to mention, by the way, that the heroesclub.com, that's Heros, heroesclub.com, theheroesclub.com, gives vets and first responders free air conditioning and plumbing services for life. Here we go, the Marine Corps Color Guard. The Marine Corps League, by the way, was formed in 1991. Consists of 214 members from all branches of the service. The Color Guard and Honor Guard organized to perform military funerals for all who have served their nation with honor. They've traveled to surrounding areas when asked to perform at the city's functions. Russ Muscari, who I know is a very excellent guy, the current commandant. Color Guard is under the command of Gene Burns and Dan Arnado.
Huge eruption by the audience.
Total of 28.
Color Guard.
Very proud of the Ladies Auxiliary, by the way. They're coming up right behind them. They have a membership of 61 women who serve the community, the veterans in the league. The current auxiliary president is Debbie Soden. That's the women's league.
Hey, I like it.
Ladies Auxiliary. There they are.
The Bulldog.
Oh,
I look for those little. Hey, Ron!
convertibles all over the place in this community, by the way. Every make and model you can imagine. It's a very, very well-known area for classic vehicles of all sorts, and you'll see a number of them in the parade today. Coming up right now, you're beginning to hear them in the background, is the Lake Havasu High School Band of Knights. And the band has been together for many years, the Havasu High School as well. It's under the direction now of Kimberly Schreiber. Staff includes Craig Schreiber, Kelly Ravens, Nicole Elliott, and Kaylin Newton. The drum majors, by the way, are Francisco Hernandez and Michael Thompson. The band's 2018 marching field show is titled Sweet Dreams. We're excited to announce the band will be traveling to their final competition today in Phoenix. They're going to wrap up as soon as that's why they're up here near the front of the parade, finish here, and then they're going to head for Glendale. And I believe competition there for the big States Marching Festival. They want to thank the wonderful sponsors for their generosity towards purchasing new uniforms. Total cost of $50,000. band has updated their 21-year-old uniforms to the ones they're proudly wearing today, right now.
Smile, ladies!
Thank you to our Havasu community. There they go. And the parents for their support, the Lake Havasu High School Band Booster, for all your hard work, help, and support this season. Here comes the band. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of that wonderful sound of the marching band as well. Is that the Eurythmics?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sweet dreams from the Eurythmics.
yeah. Sweet dreams.
My daughter.
There.
On the far side.
Julia's daughter is here in this parade today, and Drake's daughter, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
she's out there, and like you said, after this, they pack up, and they head right off to Prescott, right into competition. They're going to have 5 minutes when they get out the bus to get ready.
Oh, wow.
That's some dedication.
All right. The high school band, the Knights of Lake Havasu City. And here we have, obviously, fire truck. Lake Havasu City has a, by the way, has a very up-to-date fire department in this community. They have for many years. They have the best equipment. They do a lot of training here as well. Just an outstanding department. What's the parade for? We have it every year. It's for the citizens of the community. That's what Jim Day used to say all the time. We do it for Lake Havasu once a year. And it's a reminder also of London Bridge Days. This is the 49th year that they've done the parade. There's a police vehicle from the police department, of course, of Lake Havasu. And the London Bridge Lions Club. Now, along with their Leo youth group, and including local area clubs from Keenan and Bullhead, they bring you the Lions River Cat. Who said cats are afraid of water, huh? We serve is our motto, and where there's a need, there's a lion or a Leo. Take a look at all the community services your Lions are a part of, and we know that we want to welcome everyone to join us in making the world a better place. There you go. The London Bridge Lions Club, they have the Lions Club put a park together for dogs here many years ago. That's very, very outstanding. I mean, really, I've taken my dogs over there a number of times, and it's just a great place. Very grassy area, very large, and the dogs can run pretty free there on the inside.
Amber does a shout out to the band and color guard, wishing them luck.
Yeah. And Arthur says, good luck, color guard and band. Thank you for that, Arthur. Thank you, Candace, for your comment. Here we go, Sheriff's Department, Mohave County Sheriff's Department. That is the sheriff in the front of the boat. That's where, in the movie The Titanic, that's where Leonardo DiCaprio would be standing with Kate Winslet. And there he is. He's right there at the front of the boat. Again, members of the Sheriff's Department of Mohave County. It's one of their boats that they take out on the water, especially useful during our Memorial Day weekend and other holidays we have. Canine unit of the Sheriff's Department. One of the dogs right there in the front of it, of the vehicle. The Mohave County Sheriff's Search and Rescue Posse, by the way, desert travel and survival information, by the way, to guide you, including 224 GPS coordinates and BLM signs of where you are. That's what we're seeing right now. Mohave County Search and Rescue and the Sheriff's Posse.
We agree, Larry. Big shout out to the first responders for keeping us safe.
this is all part of the Sheriff's Department search and rescue? Looks
Yep.
like it is.
This is all
Yeah.
part of search and rescue. Now, we've got a lot of area to cover out here, and a lot of these are volunteers,
Yep.
but a lot of them definitely step up when the time is needed.
Again, don't forget this is brought to you by Jersey's Grill here on Main Street, McCulloch Boulevard in Lake Havasu City, and also Pitzer's 1 Hour Air and Benjamin Franklin Plumbing as well. '49th anniversary of London Bridge Days. The parade, been here for a long time, every year, this time of the year. Great weather again. We're looking in the low 70s right now. It's going to be a gorgeous day. I hope wherever you are, the weather is nice as well. We don't want to make you jealous or anything, but it's super nice here.
Looks like we've moved on to the Desert Hills Fire Department.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Desert Hills Fire District, established in 1971, covers 72 square miles on the north boundaries of Lake Havasu out to Interstate 40. Desert Hills Fire Department has 24 full-time line employees, including a paramedic on each engine company. Wells Fargo, here's the stage. Been a part of Lake Havasu's parade for a number of years, by the way. Living symbol of the American spirit. Wells Fargo stagecoach, driven by Hayden Haviland this year. Although Lake Havasu wasn't formed until 1966, Wells Fargo served nearby Mohave County communities. Beginning in 1877, stagecoach to Prescott carried Wells Fargo Express. A local line served the company offices as well.
Citizen of the Year is coming up now.
Okay. Citizen of the Year in Lake Havasu. This is Steve Tickner this year. It's presented to someone who's made an outstanding contribution to the community in service and leadership. This individual also has the honor of service as the Grand Marshal for the London Bridge Days Parade. Steve, by the way, is recognized for his volunteerism, an honest, caring individual who treats everyone like family, including his staff. He's always finds the time to help the less fortunate.
Now here comes a group you're real familiar with, Roger.
Uh-huh. The Mayor and City Council of Lake Havasu. There they are. Yes, yes. Looks like they have almost all of them there participating. Mayor Nixon is in the striped shirt, in the short sleeve shirt in the front, and the mayor-elect, who's going to be replacing Mark, is in the red shirt, the tall gentleman in the back. It's Cal Sheehy, who's also the general manager of the Lake Havasu London Bridge Resort. The mountain bike group, oh yes, the mountain bike group is here right now. They're in their 6th year of serving the youth, 6th through 12th grade of Lake Havasu City. The team competes statewide in Flagstaff, Prescott, Sierra Vista, and Phoenix. And by the way, they do welcome all skill levels. Lake Havasu mountain bike team. Okay. Here we go. The Shriners are coming up now. Very popular element of the parade every year. They have all these wonderful little vehicles that they drive all around the parade. Shriners for Lake Havasu's 2018 parade, traveling from all over the state to participate. They go to, by the way, more than 22 parades every year. Shriners have 19 orthopedic hospitals, 3 burn centers for children in Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. Phoenix Shrine has more than 2,100 children in the Southwest who are undergoing care and treatment. They're evaluated by the clinic staff under the guidance of doctors from the Pasadena Shrine Hospital or the doctors of the Salt Lake City Shriners Hospital for Children. So if you know a child, by the way, in need of orthopedic, spinal, burn, or many other problems, please contact the Shriner to learn where to apply for admission. By the way, to become a Shriner, you must be a third-degree Master Mason anywhere in the world. There are Masonic Blue Lodges all across the state. Visit one in your area. Ask for membership information. You must ask one to be one. My dad was a Shriner, by the way, for many years from Charleston, West Virginia. Past 20 years, by the way, more than 9,500 physicians have received residency education or postgraduate fellowships at one of the Shriners' hospitals. It's the world's greatest philanthropy, the Shriners, spending over $2 million a day to operate the 20 world-class hospitals. There we go. That gives a little thrill for the crowd, that's for sure. Big Shriners hat there, coming by in a vehicle right now. By the way, all of today's little cars and trucks, which you're going to be seeing here in just a moment, are from the transportation unit of the Shriners. They participate in about 30 parades every year throughout Arizona. The most visible parade unit of the Shriners. Well, that's a long Cadillac. Continuation here of the Shriners. We'll be seeing a number of those little cars in just a moment.
These gentlemen that are in their plain clothes without the hats, those are new Shriners.
Oh, the gentleman walking by right now in not in Shriner uniforms of any kind or brand new Shriners. So there you go. The organization goes on and on. I believe Chris is a Shriner, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Chris Rolando's a Shriner. And my boss, Buster Johnson. Okay. Oh, Austin says, I miss those days. I guess being over here watching the parade. Justin says, parade in Havasu. Also, Jason Welch. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at this. Here are these cars. Wow. The Shriners car. They have more fun driving those things. There has to be a competition on who can drive them each year. I want the truck. I want the one that looks like a Kenworth truck. All right, there you go.
Well, and one thing I've actually found out is that the Shriners pick out their own little cars.
Oh, they do?
So these are all specialized by them, for them. It is their own vehicle, so.
Ah, look at that. They are fun to drive. I am partial to the truck, the big truck. That's just kind of neat. Reminds me of my days with Overdrive magazine many years ago. There's a lot of these little vehicles. They're great. They really are. This, obviously, as you know, as you must know, children adore these. Adore these vehicles. I don't think there are any muscle cars here. I don't believe. I could be wrong. on that
Not
one.
yet.
Maybe one day.
Give the Shriners a chance.
Yeah.
Their motorcycle unit is coming up.
Oh, that's next, the motorcycle unit. All right. Great little cars. They really are. Imagine getting a ticket for one of those for speeding. Why'd you pull me over? You were going a little fast in that little vehicle of yours. There we go. The motorcycle. Oh, and they put on a show with these vehicles, let me tell you. They do wheelies, a little bit of everything. Shriner's motorcycle unit. By the way, the motorcycle drill team always completes the entry for all of their 30 parades every year. They raise more money for the kids and the Phoenix Temple than any other Shrine Unit.
I think they're getting ready to roar off, too.
Here we go, yeah. This is a sight to behold. You'll enjoy this, folks. There you go. Excellent. Wow. Now that was a bit of a show, wasn't it? That was terrific.
You know, when you can have that much fun doing things for children, you know, the Shriners really show you what it's supposed to be like.
Absolutely. You bet. '49th London Bridge Days Parade. Wow. And I used to see this parade way before I ever moved here, when my parents lived here. So I saw them in the very early stages, and they're always fun. And almost always, the weather's been great.
I don't think in all my years living in this town that we've ever had a rain out.
Well, didn't rain out, but it did rain one day. Not too many years ago, because I was here for that. And it was wet, but the rain had stopped by the time the parade actually went on.
The rain knew the right thing to do.
That was a very, very rare occasion. But I mean, this is just an absolute perfect day. It's great convertible weather. Hey, there's one for sale. If you want to buy one of the motorcycles, it's for sale. See a Shriner? Shriners. And again, as we know, they do a wonderful amount of good. This is coming up right now is the Mohave Accelerated Learning Center Marching Patriots Band. They're playing March Uno. It's by the way, this is a combined group. It's a combined band of middle school and high school students, kind of mixed together. And we have to get them some uniforms. They're from Bullhead City, by the way.
Yes. Bullhead City. You know, a huge shout out from one of our sponsors, Larry, who sits there and says that Pitzer Air also has been in Havasu for 49 years.
Wow. Oh, the first place winner in the float. Again, all volunteers put their floats together, by the way. Not as elaborate, of course, as the Roses Parade, but man, they all get out there and work to get a float to put into the parade. This is the winner, commercial float, Lakeview Terrace. That's a residence for the elderly in Lake Havasu. There they go with their straw hats and little horse. Life is cool. Is cooler in Lake Havasu. There we go. That's the theme on theirs. Here's the Denise's Day float. This is for honoring a lady who passed away from cancer some years ago, and it helps those who are dealing with cancer. I should hasten to mention that one of the greats of Lake Havasu passed away from that disease just yesterday. One of my best friends in Lake Havasu, Kathy Hodell, kind of a legend here in this community, done so much for the Humane Society, for the Mohave County community in general, for the college, for Main Street. Boy, she was just done so much. She's been
Yep.
ill for a few months, as a matter of fact.
As the next band comes up, the people in chat keep warning us about a mustache bus. So, don't know what that means.
I don't either. Oh.
But, Nanette, thank you for joining us. We're glad we could bring this to you.
Okay, this is the Universal Sonics Gymnastic and All-Star Cheer Group coming up right now. 40 years of training athletes in Lake Havasu. Universal Sonics provides a safe environment for the kids, offering training for ages 12 months and up, including recreational and competitive gymnastics and cheerleading. Universal Sonics, by the way, provides some of the best training experience Mohave County has to offer in that area of gymnastics. All these great little kids, look at that, doing their thing out there. There they go. Universal Sonics Gymnastics and All-Star Cheer. Again, we're coming to you from Jersey's Grill on Main Street in Lake Havasu, corner of McCulloch and Scott. Great restaurant and great food, and highly recommended. As you can imagine, you can eat both inside and outside in this area that overlooks the street. So it's a great pleasure to come over here always.
They also have one amazing breakfast buffet coming up tomorrow as well. So if you don't have plans to eat right now, make them for tomorrow. The breakfast buffet has a full omelet bar and more than you can eat.
Wow, that's Sundays only, right?
That's Sundays only, and they're definitely firing it up. They're ready for everyone tomorrow.
All right. Here we go with the Anglers United Lake Havasu City chapter, by the way. They're a founding member of the Havasu Fisheries Habitat Program that started way back in 1992. Volunteers, by the way, will be needed to help construct and place these habitat pieces in the lake. The program brings in over $38.2 million to the community annually. Imagine that. The Humane Society. Up until November, I was a 3-year member of the board of the Western Arizona Humane Society in Lake Havasu. This was established, by the way, in 1978. That was also an organization that Kathy Hodel contributed so much to. Dedicated to the rescue, care, and placement of unwanted and homeless animals. I have 3 rescue dogs myself that I got from the Humane Society. I dearly love them, and they're very much a part of my life. The Humane Society, the dogs that you see here are all available for adoption. Obviously, the Humane Society does an enormous amount of work for the community of Lake Havasu. You can make donations and support the Humane Society campaign, by the way. Every dollar counts, and they're working very hard on a new shelter, a brand new one, much larger, much more up-to-date, and air-conditioned, unlike the present facilities. So it'll be a vast improvement.
Yeah, a lot more comfortable for the animals that they have to take care of until they find their new homes.
That's right. Thank you, Nanette. Says thank you, Havasu Online TV. Drake and Julia Finney, they're the ones who run the what you're seeing right now. I'm just here as an announcer, having a really great time. But I think what they do is provide an incredible service, along with pictures and jerseys, in bringing this to you. Here's the winner of the non-commercial float, first place winner. That's coming up here just a minute. It's a little bit behind the group that's leading the sign, by the way. I should mention again, Pitcher's 1 Hour started in Havasu 50 years ago. Robert McCulloch bought a bridge. We've heard of that one. Jim Pitzer bought a company, and here we are. Pitcher's 1 Hour Air and Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, helping to co-sponsor.
So our pet sponsors were our winners of the last award.
Yeah, here we go. Pet Partners of Lake Havasu. Yeah. I'm glad of that. Animals only. Got a nice quiet dog with a shark fin at the front on the boat, on the float. That's cute. They've got at least three dogs that I can see inside the float itself. Pet partners.
And also a huge shout out to the Rotary Club that is walking up and down selling the Rotary coins.
Yeah, these coins are phenomenally classy looking. Every year they change, and they often for sale, what, $10, am I right? Is that the price?
$10, sometimes $5. It depends on which one you're getting. But
oh, okay. Mohave County Republican Party, for those of you familiar with Lake Havasu and Mohave County, that's a pretty major organization in the community, that's for certain. This is a primarily a Republican county, has been for many years, and right now they're showing support for Martha McSally for the United States Senate and Paul Gosar for the U.S. Congress. Martha McSally in a very tight race with Kirsten Sinema. By the way, here's Christy Blair. She's the recorder for Mohave County. And Leo Biasucci, who will become a new member of the Arizona House of Representatives. Here's the member of the Lake Havasu School Board running for re-election in probably a pretty tough fight of her own against a Dr. Kirtle, I think is his name. That's Nicole Cohen. And wow, this is a really neat one here.
AZ Flags and Flagpoles always brings out patriotism. Wonderful float. Every year they bring it.
Yeah.
Sonny Borelli right there.
Yep. Sonny Borelli.
Man on the street occasionally for us.
Yep, state senator from this area. Governor, by the way, Governor Doug Ducey was in town last weekend, along with the Lord Mayor of London. And I went to that luncheon that they had afterwards, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of people from Lake Havasu there. Lake Havasu City Parks and Recreation. Drive safely. Enjoy. Okay.
It's like the Parks and Rec's flag football and cheer squad coming up.
Very good. Well, where am I here? Lake Havasu Parks and Recreation, by the way, they do a phenomenal job, especially for the youth of the community.
Yes, they
do.
do.
My gosh. Just wonderful. This is Lake Havasu Firefighter Charities?
Charities, yes. The Scarecrow Contest.
Oh, here we go.
Come on.
Yeah. They present the Pumpkin Fest and the Scarecrow Contest every year, by the way. And there you go. There's a few scarecrows on that, as a matter of fact, driven by a very rowdy tractor driver. What would a parade be without horses? You're going to be seeing that in just a moment. So, let's see. Barbara says, I love Lake Havasu. I'm watching right now from my home in Brookfield, Wisconsin. The weather is always nice there. Is that, you're talking about Wisconsin?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Hey,
I think
thank you, Barbara.
weather's always nice looking.
And here's Alice from Tualatin, Oregon. Love being, let's see, it's a little hard to read. Love being, love being able to watch, see, it's hard for me to read here in this light, and listen to the parade commentary. Well, thank you, Alice. It's very nice of you. I especially appreciate hearing that. Tualatin, Oregon. Gorgeous community, by the way. Another beautiful area of the country. Just incredible scenery. Nice people there. Lots of great little kids there. Okay. That's the
Senior
queen.
pageant queen.
The senior pageant queen. We don't know her name, though, I don't think, do we?
The font was a little bit strange. I couldn't quite make it out.
Senior pageant. Oh, there we go. Terry Colella and her runner, Meredith. They were in that float that just went by. This is Awana.
Awana.
This is a non-denominational youth ministry of Havasu Christian Missionary Alliance Church. They work together with other churches in the community. We are committed to reaching boys and girls with the gospel of Christ. There you go.
Now another impressive band.
Yes, here we go. This is the Thunderbolt Middle School Music Department. Thunderbolt, under the direction of Mrs. Kimberly Lehman. You're going to hear the 29-member 8th grade band and the 7th and 8th grade choirs perform Kool and the Gang's 1980s hit, Celebration. Hey, special hello to Paige and Haley and Jackson. Hey, hope you're having a great time over there in the northwest part of the country. Have fun. We always get them when we just get the drummer, don't we?
Yeah, we always get the drummer.
This
is probably the largest I've seen the junior high.
Yeah, the junior high band.
This was impressive.
Yeah. All right.
Full color guard? I think half the junior high's here.
This really represents so much what a rural community parade should be.
Exactly.
It's just really filled with spirit and fun, a little bit of everybody. Lake Havasu Unified School District kids going by right now. By the way, the teacher here is the District Teacher of the Year, Tara Smith from Oro Grande. She was selected as the 2018 Mohave County Teacher of the Year. Vehicle provided by Bradley Chevrolet. Each truck features the school mascot and teachers and staff who've been recognized. Oro Grande Teacher of the Year, Tara Smith, and the Mohave County Teacher of the Year as well. Here's the Oro Grande Roadrunner Drum Bucket Brigade. Students 5 to 8. There you go. Each student is a brand new musician, been drumming for less than a month. I'm sure they've made their parents very, very proud early in the morning.
Yes.
As they awoke
by all means
of their child learning to drum for the very first time. What a treat. Now this
looks like still the Roadrunners from
Oro Grande. Part of the Roadrunners. Okay.
I love even seeing our elementary schools, how they even come out to the parade and represent.
Yeah, now here we've got the Nautilus Elementary School, a small group here. Their Teacher of the Year is Nina Mersing, by the way. So, Nautilus, welcome. And blowing the horn just in case you don't see the vehicle. Here it comes. Well, it looks like a little healthy mascot up there on top.
Nautilus's mascot, of course.
Havasu Pie coming up.
And they congratulate Mrs. Cook for their Teacher of the Year.
There we go, yeah. Havasu Pie Elementary. The Coyotes, that's the nickname of the school itself. I love the little kid in the red wagon. Gosh, those red wagons have been around forever and ever. When I was a child, still around. They're great, just great.
It looks like we've just got an entrance of a lot of the elementary schools.
Yeah.
Weren't on our list, but we love having them here.
Not on our list. That's right. This is the Smoke Tree Elementary. Cougars. Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Yates. Now, that will be her name for a long time. Mrs. Yates. No first name, right?
No first name.
Hey,
nope.
Mrs. Yates, yes. All right. Here we go.
Great turnout by our elementary schools.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And love that they're recognizing a teacher from each school.
Yeah, that is great. That's to get better grades as well. Bradley has a vehicle here.
I think Bradley looks like they've provided all the vehicles for the Teachers of the Year and the mascots, and that's very appreciated.
Very much so. It's one of the few dealerships, by the way, that is a Chevrolet dealership and a Ford dealership.
Yep.
Two big rivals.
Yep. Up
brought
next,
together.
Jamaica Elementary, their
Yeah.
teacher of the year, Mrs. Hammer, and I can attest to that young lady's skill. She's actually put 3 of my daughters through elementary school.
Oh, so she's been around for a
She's
few
been
years?
around for a while, and she is one of the most amazing teachers anyone could have the pleasure of working with, as a parent, as a student.
We, when I was over at KNTR Radio, we would bring in little kids from Jamaica, from the 1st or 2nd grade, to talk to the real Santa Claus on the air. So that was a lot of fun, for sure. That's Starline.
And it's Mrs. Felling.
Okay, very good. Yeah, they brought in all the elementary schools. Very good. These are our future leaders of Lake Havasu. Many of the kids, by the way, end up working also over at Grace Arts Theater, where they put on major musicals, and they love to bring in young children who are starting out for the very first time. Thunderbolt Middle School here.
With their teacher of the year, Mrs. Bitterman.
Yes.
Another wonderful long-term teacher that's been at the junior high doing math for many, many years.
Yeah. Thundercats, they got a great dog there, too. That white dog is a beautiful dog. And there are various kinds of mascots representing the school in each of these.
Yep,
Yeah.
the mascot's riding with the teacher of the
Yeah.
year, and that is awesome.
There you go. The Fighting Knights, Lake Havasu High School. This is we see their teacher of the year, staff of the year. They're going with
Staff of the year, Manuel Hiroto. And there is the mustache bus we've been being warned about.
We've been warned about it?
That's the one they've been saying is coming, this mustache bus right here.
Ah, okay. That's cute. It's a brand new school bus? There you go. Brand new school bus for the Lake Havasu Unified School District. It's brand new, but it has that old style
Yes.
that we're all familiar with.
Corey, no, you've not missed the Cub Scouts yet. We've not had the Cub Scouts come through.
Yeah. DAV, is that the DAV?
Yeah, DLB, yep.
Disabled American Veterans. There you go. Thank you. To the men and women who serve, fulfilling our promises. Love and a leash. Okay. These are therapy dogs, by the way. They're trained to provide comfort and stress release to others in a variety of situations. They go to grade schools, special needs, hospitals, rehab, and boy, I know when I was in rehab for a while, they were great to have around. 29 members, 35 dogs, and they want to add even more members. For information, if you have a dog, go to loveonaleash.org. And there you go. There are more doggies on the little float here as well.
And they're enjoying a nice day, too.
Yeah. Just plenty of water for them.
Yep.
That's good.
I think they're enjoying the ride.
Yeah, the other dogs are walking. Okay, the Black Belt Academy, celebrating 10 years. Building tomorrow's leaders one black belt at a time. By the way, martial arts combine fun with fitness for the body, mind, and character. 4th degree black belt and certified instructor Karen Fresh supervises a team of instructors. And Taekwondo, self-defense, sparring, weapons, and breaking boards. Classes for all ages meet daily in the afternoon and evenings. They're located at 597 South Lake Havasu Avenue. The Girl Scouts. There they go. Girl Scouts, best girl leadership experience in the world, began over 100 years ago with one woman, Juliet Gordon Daisy Lowe, who believed in the power of every girl, go-getter, innovator, risk-taker, leader, to change the world. And that has changed more and more and more for women in America, which is a great thing indeed. Wow, look at all the Girl Scouts. Cookies? Cookies,
No,
anyone?
I know. Last year we wanted cookies, too. They've got to remember to bring them to us next time.
Absolutely.
We're an easy buy.
Girl Scouts of America. Again, we're having really a great time here at the parade. Don't forget the heroesclub.com. TheHeros Club, CLUB.com. The heroesclub.com gives vets and first responders free air conditioning and plumbing service for life. So if you're a veteran, you're a first responder, go to theheroesclub.com. If you know someone that is a first responder, someone who is a vet, hey, this is great for them. That's a huge money saver. What time's the buffet start here tomorrow?
Right when they open, I believe. There's right off the bat.
Okay, Jersey's great.
So first come, first serve.
This is the American Schools of Shaolin Kempo Havasu, coming from all walks of life. They want to become stronger, happier, more flexible, learning an ancient traditional art. They're being one of Havasu's premier dojos. The town is truly one where everyone is. By the way, Kung Fu fighting. Leading them is Zoc Perlswig, son of the wise headmaster Robert Perlswig, an 8th degree Shaolin master. Let's see. Okay. Yes.
The Havasu Golf Club's up next.
Okay, the Havasu Golf Club. By the way, it came under local ownership just last year. The new owners had put $850,000 into improvements. It's located in the heart of Havasu. 2 18-hole courses, golf shop, putting, chipping facilities, and the Lake Havasu Golf Club is the host course for Lake Havasu High School boys and girls golf teams. There you go. By the way, the Cub Scouts. Cub Scouts haven't gone by yet. Thank you, Corey, for asking. Yeah. All right. Lake Havasu Marine Association. On the boat are the boat captains who drove during Doyle Wilson's first time ever geological mapping of the lake. Came into being in 1991, by the way. Boat show is the largest in Arizona and Nevada. The goal is to help facilitate issues confronting recreational boating, the best possible outcome for the public. Okay, the Gold Wing Riders, largest single marquee organization for riders of Honda Gold Wing motorcycles, dedicated to the motto, Friends for Fun, Safety, and Knowledge. It was founded in 1977. More than 72,000 U.S., Canadian, and international members, and 53 foreign countries. Hey, a special hello to Phil and Alice. Okay. By the way, this weekend, the Arizona District Rally is being held in Lake Havasu with over 300 members in attendance of the Gold Wing Riders.
This is the sweepstakes winners, the Gems.
Oh, there it is. Sweepstakes winner, the overall best float in the parade. Gems Assisted Living, making a splash with our residents and staff. They have year-round recreational activities from jet ski races to fishing as well. They're celebrating their 6th anniversary. Owner Vilma Urbina was awarded the Woman of the Year. And the Association of Havasu, dedicated, of course, to the prevention and early detection of cancer in our community. Bosom Buddy supports the breast cancer survivors, can help with low-cost testing to everyone. And you can help by supporting the fundraiser at the fashion show on November 14th. There you go. Okay, hey, here goes great-looking Mustangs. One of my favorite vehicles. I still have a 95 GT convertible Mustang, along with my more favored currently, Corvette, but Mustangs I adore. I mean, one of the best cars ever built, I think. I know Julia had a Mustang at one time in her life. Wrap yourself around that one, right, Julia?
We could have straight parade of Mustangs, and I know half of us would be happy with this one.
Oh, boy. There we go. Mustang Mania.
Beautiful cars, beautiful weather, beautiful day.
Absolutely. Honestly, the weather could not be better. Not too cold, not too hot, just right. Gorgeous in the low 70s. Clear skies. Hey, it's what makes Havasu so famous and well known and appreciated certainly by the people who live here, visit here, and the people that divide their time between some what could be nasty weather back east or up north and come on over here and our snowbirds living here part-time.
And here's what the chat was requesting, wondering if the Cub Scouts were here, and here
we
they are.
go, the Cub Scouts, Pack 992, sponsored by Mount Olive Lutheran Church for boys K through 5th grade. Cub Scouting, I did that, a wonderful family-oriented part of the Boy Scouts. These boys go camping, they play games, they learn new things about the people and the world around them in order to become responsible. Here's a church, the Lake Havasu Church of the Nazarene. They're celebrating with a float filled with turkeys, candy corns, apple, fall tree, loads of volunteers, by the way. You're invited to join them 10 a.m. on Sundays. They're having a big Christmas party, by the way, on December 19th. Church of the Nazarene. Hey, Corey, very proud. I see my boy. Yay, Cub Scout Pack 992. That's great. Thank you, Corey.
And I don't think we've seen the Baton Girls from Smoke Tree yet. So
no, we have not.
They're up and coming.
Catholic Church, by the way. This is Our Lady of the Lake Catholic School. It's a whimsical schoolhouse, is the float, by the way, full of excited students flying across Lake Havasu, created by families from the Our Lady of the Lake Catholic School. School has grown, by the way, with first grade and additional grades added each year. School curriculum is classical Catholic. Float team wants to thank Salmon's Air Conditioning and Fayette Air Conditioning for donation supplies. There we go. And right behind them, coming up, is Telesis. Telesis Preparatory Academy, by the way, charter school. It's also a public school, K through 12. They guarantee small class sizes to ensure better education for their students. Telesis, celebrating 28 years serving students in Lake Havasu and serving parents as well, I would imagine. Telesis is here today to celebrate the lake and, of course, the parade itself. I'll tell you, kids love a parade, whether they're sitting on the sidelines watching or being part of it and participating. They just have the best time.
Yes, David, the band did go by. In fact, they're actually already on the bus on their way to competition. And they're going to have exactly about 5 minutes when they get off that bus to get ready and perform in Glendale. Oh, we do have the Parker Band, though, still coming up.
Let's see. We have we have an honor guard here, by the way. The pipe and drum team The professional firefighters, established in March of 1985, represented today by this honor guard. By the vehicle right behind the honor guard, and the bagpiper. That's always great. Are we going to hear him? A soft bagpiper. There we go. There we go. Vehicle, you see, was the Havasu Fire Department's first airport crash vehicle. It stood ready to respond during the early McCulloch flights. That was back in the late 60s, early 70s. The Havasu City firefighters purchased the decommissioned vehicle, restored it in order to preserve the fire department history. There you go.
Well, and I heard about Captain America and Uncle Sam being in the parade, and boy, they bring interesting vehicles.
Yeah, they do. There we go. Captain America and Uncle Sam, you got it. And the Lake Havasu Yacht Club follows. Boy, these are boaters for sure. They say that the shipmates plan to participate in monthly boating activities, and they volunteer, of course, as well. 23 years. They have supported the IJSBA with their yearly jet ski races, host to the Hobie Class Association of North America Racing Finals in 2009, and hosting the first yearly race, the Hobie Cat Division 88 sailing races at Windsor Beach. Boating and celebrating the lake, what they do year-round. There you go. Yacht Club. Okay, the Havasu Elite Smoke Tree School Baton Club. Total of 68 twirlers ranging in ages from 5 to 17 years old. Baton twirlers, almost a lost art. You've got to be really, really good at it. And if you are, you can win state awards, major championships, like people I've known in my life, that's for sure. They enjoy doing performances in the community, traveling to state, regional, and national championships throughout the U.S. These boys and girls enjoy practicing by the lake, cooling off in the water. They're under the direction of the certified coach, Sherry Cortan. Baton twirlers. I think I have one of those old-type batons at my house right now, Drake. I can't do it.
I do, but I use it as a cane.
Oh, no. You have to bend over a little bit when you... Hey, I said earlier, by the way, that we're primarily Republican County, and we are, and Lake Havasu, etc. But there's certainly, the Democratic Party has a presence in the county, and coming up right now is the Democratic Association of Havasu. They joined the community, by the way, formed back in this can't be right.
1938.
1938? I guess for the county. Anyway, it's grown in popularity. It services our city by bringing in over 2 million visitors from all over the globe to enjoy its beauty. The Democratic Association continues to grow throughout their actions and services, by the way. Maybe that's not the party. Maybe that's just the association. Am I wrong about that?
No, I'd probably say just the association.
Yeah, okay. And they got they're wearing the blue colors of the party, so could well be. Democratic Association of Havasu. By the way, coming up behind them, and you're going to be hearing them as well, the next group is a band from nearby Parker, Arizona. Go down to Parker a lot. And if you're heading for Phoenix, that's a way to go, or heading to L.A., that's one of the ways to go. Just go right through Parker. Great little community, by the way. Parker Marching Bronx Band, made up of students in grades 8 through 12, under the direction of Mrs. Laura Flores, led by drum major Lucy Patterson. Parker, Arizona. Anyone from Parker watching? Sophia Saul says, "Saul, my girl, thanks for sharing." She went by. You bet. You're more than welcome. Thank you, Marcy. Here we go. Parker Band. All right, coming up right now, here's another gymnastics group. Flips for Fun. Boys and girls both. Do we see any little boys in there? At least one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just amazed they're doing this on the street, too.
Yeah. We got many a smile, by the way, tumbling for us here. They're showing off their celebration of the lake with their dark blue leotards. And by the way, they're a new recreational gymnastic team established now for a little over a year. Flips for Fun Gymnastics. By the way, that's something to the crowd along the way. Offer a lot of encouragement to all the participants, and that shouldn't go unnoticed either. We have thousands of people along either side of the street as the parade goes by. This is just a perfect street for a parade. Main Street of McCulloch Boulevard in Lake Havasu. All right, here's Hospice, by the way, of Havasu. Of course, they provide compassion and care with dignity. They've been serving the community for over 35 years. Not-for-profit agency, providing support to those with life-limiting illness as well as their families. We, of course, want to thank their staff of over 200 volunteers who work at the Hospice of Havasu, their retail store. They visit patients, they make soup and cookies, quilts, etc. Hospice of Havasu. They also honor veterans. They have a program there. So we want to welcome them.
Civil Air Patrol up next.
Civil Air Patrol, by the way, auxiliary unit with the U.S. Air Force. London Bridge composite, by the way, composed of both youth, ages 12 to 18, and adults, specializing in cadet programs, search and rescue, aerospace. The London Bridge Composite Squadron meets on Tuesdays, 6:30 at the Lake Havasu Airport Terminal. I believe this is a Vietnam veteran and his family who are in the parade. That's Bob Bachman and John Bolkman. I guess that's right.
Bob Bachman and John Bolkman.
Yeah. Oh, they're dressed up for the Halloween. And again, Halloween is a huge event in Lake Havasu. When I say huge, thousands dress up in very elaborate costumes, adults and children. The children get all the candy they need for at least 1 year.
Well, and that's the thing. The whole town shows up to give them the candy.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is. It's a sight to behold. I was flabbergasted the very first time I was at Fright Night. I said, I can't believe how big this is. It's a great way because we don't have street lights in Lake Havasu for good reason, you know, to see the wonderful stars and moon at night and the great nights that we have in Lake Havasu. So it's dark out there. It's not really the best safety thing for kids to go from house to house. So This provides great escape. Right here in front of us is where they have it every year, and is that this Monday or Tuesday? I'm trying to figure out my days.
I believe it's Tuesday.
31st. It's going to be the 31st, right. Okay.
Well, and one thing from being back here from 86, there was a time when the nearest neighbor was 2.5 blocks away if you were lucky, so trick-or-treating house to house was not something that was done. There goes the new golf carts back up the street.
A little bit like Sedgways, in a way, right? Similar.
I might take up golf if I could get one of those.
I tell you, I drove a Sedgway for the first time in Puerto Vallarta last December. I loved it. Gosh, they're fun. They are just and so easy to ride. Again, we're coming to you from Lake Havasu City. This is the 49th annual London Bridge Days Parade. And it's brought to you, of course, by Pitzer Air, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, and Jersey's Grill. That's where we're broadcasting from right now, as a matter of fact. Pitzer's 1 hour started in Havasu 50 years ago. Bob McCulloch bought a bridge. Jim Pitzer bought a company. That's the rest of the story, folks. Pitzer Air, the Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Ethics winner.
Fudge helped us out. She said that Wednesday is the 31st, so.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay.
So we were both wrong.
Both of us wrong. See, what do we know about dates? There you go. Yeah, 31st is Wednesday. Okay. That will be a giant parade. There are a lot of parties, though, in Havasu tonight. It's the weekend. Many of the restaurants are having parties. I know the Refuge Country Club is having a big party, etc. So, okay, here we go. This is the mile markers.
Mile markers, yep.
Founded in 2006, by the way. Employs more than 85. Provides services to more than 500. Specialize in occupational, speech, physical, music, and feeding therapy. And after-school programs for kids as well. Mile markers.
Very elaborate costumes. They're already in the holiday spirit.
They certainly are. Looks like a pirate group from Johnny Depp's area. A pirate dog. Okay.
No, you can't have a parrot. Go with the dog.
Yeah, that's it. You're right.
Except these pirates are giving away candy on the street for the kids that are on the sidelines.
One of the large organizations in Lake Havasu and in many communities as well are the Elks. Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks in Lake Havasu. This is Lodge 2399. On board their float, we have officers, members, and the Elkette Auxiliary, by the way. The Elks are committed to building a stronger community through charitable works and donations. The Elks, of course, honor the flag with a Flag Day ceremony in June, open to the public. The Elks support the veterans, and their national motto is, so long as there are veterans, the Elks will never forget them. The Elks have a great facility out there, by the way, and often live music and everything. You got to be a member or go in as a guest of a member.
Buster's watching.
I can't.
Buster's watching.
Oh, Buster, my boss.
Yes.
Buster Johnson.
He tracked you down.
Mohave County Supervisor, by the way. Great boss to work for. And I'm not saying that because he's watching right now. he is. Buster is. I'll tell you. Great supervisor.
Sea Scouts just going by right now.
Yeah, there you go. Lake Havasu Sea Scouts. By the way, it's been around for 6 years. Co-ed unit, ages 13 to 21. Sea Scouts youth program promotes good citizenship, improved voting skills, water safety, and self-esteem with an emphasis on responsibility and teamwork.
Boat broker passing us right now.
Boat brokers. Yeah, the Lake Havasu City, thank you. Lake Havasu City military moms serving veterans and active duty military and their families. And the Lake Havasu Lighthouse Club. Lighthouses are all over this community thanks to this group. 501c3 nonprofit organization, volunteer group, of course, dedicated to the preservation, improvement, and promotion of Lake Havasu. They provide navigation aids on the lake in the form of working replicas of famous American lighthouses. It's great, I'm telling you. The city, by the way, has built and maintains 27 Coast Guard approved lighthouses on Lake Havasu. There you go, and that comes from that group. Ah, yes, Mohave Community College. Coming up right now. I was an instructor there a couple years ago for 2 years. I taught speech, as a matter of fact. It's a great school. Lots of wonderful students there, and teachers participate. And as I mentioned much earlier in the broadcast, Kathy Hodel, who passed away yesterday, she was on the board of Mohave Community College, and I think a couple of the, I think the library there, if I'm not mistaken, is dedicated to her. Mohave Community College, 41-foot mobile learning lab, provides customized training, followed by the MCC's Boomer. Mohave County's voters established MCC way back in 1970. It offers more than 60 certificate and degree programs, including transfers of classes that go to all three of Arizona's universities: Arizona State, Northern Arizona, and University of Arizona. MCC offers also community education classes, art, yoga, a little bit of everything. Spring classes has begun, by the way. You can apply now. There you go, MCC Truck Driving School. Love to see the inside of that. I haven't seen it, as a matter of fact. I guess we're getting people from many different parts of the country that are tuning into our broadcast, which is kind of neat to have. Do we know? Is there a way of knowing where they're? Probably not.
Unless they chime in themselves. Yep, so go ahead, and if you want to right now, a little break of action, let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, I'd love to know
that. We've
that.
got over in between 50 and 75 different people that we've had streaming the whole time. Let us know where you're at. Our last competition where we actually had two people arguing in Germany on which street was farther from Havasu. So
that's right.
And then they went and they decided which one it was. So let us chime in. Let us know where you're at.
Yeah, love to hear. Again, Drake and Julia Finney are here running the show of Havasu Online TV. I'm Roger Galloway. We have a great time doing this every year. We're perched right here at Jersey Grill. Jersey's is a wonderful restaurant, by the way. Have a great buffet tomorrow morning, open to all. It's just sumptuous, to say the least. And they're right here on McCulloch Boulevard, Main Street in Lake Havasu, on the corner of McCulloch and Scott. We're hearing a band in the distance. This band coming up next is really phenomenal. I mean, they are amazing. The Gadsden now get this. This is an elementary school that you're going to be seeing in just a few moments. They're from San Luis, Arizona. That's in the southwest corner of the state, on the border of San Luis Rio, Colorado, Mexico. Composed of about 200 marching kids in an elementary school band. Highly recognized nationwide. They were in the 27th Annual New Year's Day Parade and Festival in London, England, back in 2013. They participated in the big parade in Madrid, Spain in 2016, and they're going to be in the parade in Rome, Italy, New Year's Parade in 2019. Why? Because they are so highly recognized and professional. Elementary school. I can never get over that.
I've heard many bands in my life, and this elementary school, from a block away, you could hear them rumbling.
Yeah.
They are perfectly in sync. This is one where my jaw's on the ground. This is an amazing troupe.
Yeah, I can't get over it. Also, it's from a relatively small community.
Yes.
In the southern part of the state, right on the border.
And the sound is just amazing.
Oh, it is. And we're truly not exaggerating. I think the world of the Gadsden Marching Band, they've been coming every year to this parade. And the parade would be so much less without them. They're so good.
Well, and every year they seem to get bigger, they seem to get louder, and even if it's possible, every year they seem to get better.
Yeah. And again, elementary students. These are 1st through 6th grade, right?
1st through 6th grade. So you're looking, the band probably ranges anywhere from ages probably 7 through 11.
Yeah. Now there's one tall kid in there.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like if he's in elementary school, where's he going to stop growing?
There's basketball scouts watching him probably.
Oh, for sure.
But a wonderful dance crew with him as well.
Yeah.
And just the size of this band.
Gadsden Elementary. You just sound great. A few years back, I spoke to the mother of one of the kids who told me that kids in the area all compete strongly from the time they're little kids, even before they get into grade school, to become part of this band. And how well respected it is.
I've heard college bands that don't have that much power.
Absolutely true.
Well, and a huge shout out, we've had Rebecca say she's watching from Vegas, Francis from Gilbert, Lori from the California side of Lake Havasu, Kathy Leonard is actually watching from her open house on Tacoma.
And by the way, here is a very famous, it's called a gyroplane.
Yeah, gyrocopter.
Yeah, McCulloch. This is a very famous unit going all the way back to the 1960s, late 1960s, when the bridge was brought over here piece by piece. 10,000 pieces, crossing the ocean from London to Long Beach and then shipped on over to Lake Havasu, and with each piece numbered and put back together like a jigsaw puzzle. It's still astounding when you think about it. Is this the St. Vincent de Paul?
Do believe so.
Okay, not totally sure, but
Yes,
I think
it
it is. Okay. It's a wonderful organization of volunteers, by the way. They have a great thrift store, very well known in the community. Through the generosity of the people of Lake Havasu and their volunteers, they do what they do best, which is helping people in need. They always need donations. You can always stop over at their stores. They have a lot for sale there. It's a great, great place. Another martial arts group, Four Dragons. This is a Taekwondo-based martial art that builds the body, mind, spirit, and character. Students are ages 4 and up. They practice kicking, punching, grappling, throwing, sparring on their journey to black belt and beyond. Lake Havasu City, Arizona. What do you think the population is right now, Drake? About 60?
60,000 easily right now, and we're going to be higher. So.
Yeah. I see Buster Johnson would know that exact figure, I would imagine. Of course, it increases with the snowbirds when they come in.
Yeah, we're going to see an increase about 10,000 through Thanksgiving and Christmas. Then after the New Year's, that's when we get the big influx of our snowbirds as well.
Okay, this is your celebration station on a live FM. There you go. Seek 91.1 on your FM dial. This is a religious station, by the way. There's their big green and blue bus. They represent your celebration station in a live FM. Give a thumbs up to receive the program guide or wave to receive a special treat. That's what they're saying. Well, our group of viewers might have a hard time to get those treats. We have another Cub Scout pack coming up. Hey, Farron. Farron. Here we go. Cub Scout Pack 85 from Lake Havasu City, sponsored by the Elks Club, with 30 members and still growing. Pack 85. All right, we have coming up here, by the way, some antique cars. Now, this is the car club in Lake Havasu. Vintage vehicles from 1900 to 1965. It's the only oldest car club in Lake Havasu dedicated to historic preservation of the American automobile. So no Jaguars are allowed, etc. It's been involved in London Bridge Days Parade and Veterans Day parades since the beginning. So these are great vehicles. Here's one for sale if you want to buy it.
Buy it and be in the parade next year.
They ought to have a big sign telling you exactly what that car is. That looks like something from the 30s. Now we're looking at I'm not good on the years on these vehicles, folks. I know we're going way back on some of these, that's for sure. Isn't that a Packard?
Looks like one.
Looks like an old Packard going by right now.
Looks like it's under a little restoration work. So
yeah, right in the middle of it.
I look forward to seeing what it looks like next year.
It looks like some of these, like boats, they get them and they go, now I got to sell it. Here's one for sale right now. There's a real oldie but goodie.
Oh, I like it. I looked over at my wife. She shook her head no.
Oh. No way.
Too many toys in the house right now.
Again, I wish we knew the years. Here comes the owner of KNTR Radio, Steve Greeley.
With his iconic classic car.
Yeah, he enters the parade every year. So.
But I believe that's his son driving now.
Is that? Yeah. That's not the usual vehicle he drives, though, right?
No,
He's got more than one.
So it looks like he's had his son get the bug also.
Hey, Mr. Greeley. There he goes. I'd say hi. It's a Malibu, Chevy Malibu, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. London Bridge Renaissance Fair. Now, they just started this Renaissance Fair a few years ago, by the way. This is its 4th year. Returning once again to the Sarah Park Rodeo Grounds, weekend of excitement. It's really great. They dress up in all these great Renaissance costumes. They have full combat joust, aerial circus arts, music demonstrations, a lot more. This year will be the Queen Mary's Royal Feast and a St. Patrick's Day celebration. So it doesn't say exactly when it's going to be, but I'm assuming
I believe
it'll be March.
In March. It is in March this time, yep.
March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, so. There was a beauty pageant. I should say, I'm sorry, get rid of that word, folks. A scholarship pageant, Cinderella Scholarship Pageant. And the winners are going by right now, and we'll tell you who they are. It's the largest youth development program in the nation. Instills self-confidence, poise, interview skills, and most of all, displaying excellent sportsmanship at all times. In this, the very first vehicle is the overall infant and overall photogenic state winner, Quinn Lavasser. She's that little girl in the front waving to the crowd, actually waving on the other side. And the second vehicle is Caroline Colella, the overall Lake Havasu tot. She looks kind of pensive there, doesn't she?
It's been a long
a long day. I think I'll take it a little easy here.
Well, that's one thing.
There she goes.
We do have to give a shout out to all the participants too, because they come out about 6:30 in the morning and start to line up. So while we're sitting enjoying it just a couple hours in the broadcast, they've been lining up and getting ready since early this morning.
Oh, and finally in the third car there is Taylor Skelton. She's the overall Lake Havasu City Mini Miss. And this is the El Preso Family Mexican Restaurant. Did I mispronounce that?
Alpariso.
El Preso, I did say it right. Folklore dancers dancing to mariachi music. Celebration of the 1-year anniversary. They have great food there, by the way. It's a great place. Lots of kids there having a great time inside that float. Havasu Meals on Wheels program. This is put on by Mohave County, by the way, not the city of Lake Havasu, Mohave County. Meals on Wheels program, represented by 2 of its 6 home delivery vans and a number of the Havasu Senior Center's Meals on Wheels volunteers. Daily program operating out of the Senior Center on Acoma Boulevard, by the way, South Acoma. It delivers daily hot meals throughout Lake Havasu, Desert Hills, Crystal Beach, and Havasu Heights. New volunteers are always welcome. Havasu Meals on Wheels. Those are pretty nice vans. Again, this is run by the county, by Mohave County. And those are Mohave County vehicles that are used every day. The volunteer drivers have to pass a background check, driving test, all of that in order to volunteer to be on these daily runs. So they give in a lot of ways.
Now here comes the iconic Big Red One from the Boat Broker.
Oh yeah, this is a classic vehicle that's been around here for many years, right?
Yes.
Big Red One. Boat brokers. They believe in
Dean Mesmer actually was taking upon himself to start saving some of these classic fire rigs. And this one, of course, he dedicates to all the armed services out there.
And a 100-foot ladder extension.
Yep.
Which is operable, by the way. Huh. All right. Lake Havasu City Properties. This is their 1963. No way. This is a special vehicle from Lake Havasu City Properties. They'll take care of your real estate needs, dockside to curbside. Lake Havasu City Properties has over 60 agents, by the way, over $100 million in sales. That's a classic old vehicle there.
And it does look like one of them are also a hot air balloon pilot, who's definitely reminded us of another upcoming event that we're going to have.
That's right. That's Dean, right? Is that
Looks
him
like
on
it, yep.
it? I think it is. Now, he has a vehicle that I think they thought might be in the race, but isn't. He has a vehicle that is works on land or in water. And it looks like a regular vehicle until it gets up to the water and then goes right in. People watch and go, oh, they can't believe it. They think it's going to sink. And it's an amazing vehicle.
It looks like he's going to fire up the hot air balloon.
By the way, we have
here in a bit.
Yeah, the great hot air balloon festival takes place every year in Lake Havasu. Hundreds of hot air balloons. Phenomenal. All we need is the balloon.
Yep.
He'd take right off.
And now coming up, pulling up the rear is our banner sponsor also.
Here we go. Yeah. Pitzer's 1 Hour Air and Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. By the way, Pitzer's Heroes Club for veterans who served or are currently serving in the U.S. military and are first responders. Club provides free plumbing protection for life. Heroes Club is Pitzer's way of saying thank you for your service. Pitzer serving Havasu for over 40 years, the #1 HVAC service and plumbing company in Mohave County. Don't forget, they won the Better Business Bureau's Torch Award for ethics, family-owned and operated.
And huge thank you for their sponsorship and helping us bring the parade to you.
Yes. TheHeroesClub.com. If you're a veteran or a first responder or you know someone that is, they can go there. They will get free plumbing and air conditioning, free for life. That's really saying something. We're at the tail end of this parade. We sure hope everybody has had a great time and thoroughly enjoyed the coverage that Drake and Julia Finney have provided as part of Havasu Online TV. And I've had a great time.
They just said the Cancer Association showed up. They had a dead battery, but they got it fixed, and they got here at the very tail end.
They made it at the last second.
You know, that's very fitting for those survivors. You know, they just are not going to give up.
That's right. That's right. Hey, this has been a great morning, and all of you that have tuned in and watched, hope you've enjoyed it, and you enjoy the great service that Havasu Online TV has provided. And I love doing it. I love doing it every year. Just had a great time, and hope you have too. Come over here and visit Lake Havasu if you're somewhere else and haven't been here or haven't been here for a long, long time. Boy, more and more and more activities are going on here than ever before. Just a great, great time. I'm Roger Galloway.
I'm Drake.
And Julia.
Julia's doing all the hard work. She's done all the button pushing, putting up the titles. Couldn't do this without her.
That's exactly right. So we had a great time today.
Yeah, now we need to eat at Jersey's.
That's it.
It smells really good in there.